Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a haul video for the month of August. Now I am missing some book orders, but there's a good chunk here that I want to show off and talk a little bit about. So thank you everybody for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can always like, comment, and share the video. You can join my Discord server. The link is in the description down below, and you can become a channel member. That helps out as well. So with all of that out of the way, let's get started. We begin our journey here with some 7 Seas books. The first one is The Dangers in My Heart, Volume 11. This is my favorite rom-com shonen. I am a big fan of Norio Sakurai's art. I love her writing. I enjoy the main protagonist and how he's so different from his love interest, yet they do have similarities, especially with how introverted they can become in terms of relationship stuff. Here we have Volume 6 of Mysterious Disappearances from Nujima. Now, I have to admit, I did read the first 3 or 4 volumes, and I watched the first season of the anime, so this is all new territory for me. I have not kept up with the series, but I am looking forward to it. I love Nujima's art. He's one of my favorite modern artists at the moment. I really like his character designs and all that, and Mysterious Disappearances is a lot of fun. I like how it mixes urban folklore in a big detective type story. Sawada and the House of Monsters, Volume 5. I think I need to go back and read Volume 4 because at looking through this particular volume, I don't really remember the setup for what's happening here. I think I've talked about it on the channel before, so if you want to check that out for Sawada First Impressions, it is a lot of fun. From Square Enix, 1 volume. Here we have Wash It All Away, Volume 1 from Mitsuru Hattori. Now, this came out a while ago, I think 2 months ago or maybe 3. I missed getting it and recently went ahead and picked this volume up. I am a sucker for slice of life stories when it deals with the most mundane things, and you have this protagonist who's working at this laundry shop and sort of the day-to-day activities while also dealing with the people around her, and she might not remember her own past, but she lives through the memories of the people that walk in, and she's handling their clothing and all that stuff. So it's more introspective and it's more laid back. The art is pretty gorgeous at times, and I love that it's a larger trim size, so you really do appreciate the scenes here from Hattori-san. From Yen Press, we have Sister and Giant, Volume 4. This is from Beacon. Now, this is a really cool mix of Yuri, dark fantasy elements, and if you like eldritch horrors, you're going to be in luck, because this has a little bit of everything that I just mentioned. From Kodansha, we have Gayatima the Gigantus from Kent. This is Volume 2, and Volume 1 was fantastic. I am on board 100% with this series. I'm a huge kaiju fanatic, and I think this is one of the best kaiju manga, and I'm sure it will be an underrated classic down the line. So if you want to get on the hype train, now's the time to do it. Volume 1, I did a video on a couple months back. If you want to check it out, I'd appreciate it. From Viz Media, we have a bunch of books here. The first one is actually one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and I do have a video on this that should be posted soon. It is Rai Rai Rai, Volume 1. This one is by Yoshiaki, and it's such a weird mashup of ideas. If you like Kyu Hayashida and her work with Dorohedoro as well as Die Dark, I think you're going to be at home with this one. It's a little bit zanier, kookier, obviously more shonen-y. So it's a lot of fun. I will talk about it in another video soonish. Here we have an omnibus release. We have Hunter x Hunter, the 3-in-1 editions. This one is Volume 3, collecting the original volumes 7, 8, and 9. I love these editions, by the way. Great binding. It lays perfectly, and I don't see any bleed through with the pages and stuff. I think it looks great. Speaking of omnibus releases, we have Colette Decides to Die Volume 4, so we are well on our way to collecting all of this wonderful shoujo series. If you want to get into shoujo, I'm not the expert, but I can say for sure that Colette Decides to Die is something that is worth checking out. If you enjoy slice of life, romance, and a little bit of mythology here and there, this one has a little bit of everything. Lumiere Magical Girls Inc. Volume 9 from Seika Iwata and Yu Aoki. A lot of people like to say that this series subverts expectations and plays with the tropes of magical girls to present something edgier and different than what's come before, and that they would rather see a more straightforward thing. You don't need to do all these edgy takes on the genre, but I don't know. I think it's fun. I don't mind it as much as other people, but definitely am excited to keep going with Magi Lumiere and have a complete set of books on our shelf. Something I've not picked up in a while, it is Rooster Fighter. Here we have volume 8 from Shu Sakuratani. I am so hyped to continue the journey with these wonderful characters. This is such a great, nonsensical, action-packed series. It ain't rocket science. It's a rooster that fights kaiju monsters, demonic entities, whatever you want to call it. And it is so much fun. It's my guilty pleasure. No, actually I don't feel guilty at all, so screw that. It's one of my most anticipated reads every time I get a new book. From Dark Horse, we have Gunsmith Cats, book 2. I was going to do a first impressions video of me reading Gunsmith Cats for the first time. I remember the OVA, somebody might correct me on that, but I've never read the manga for this, and I'm excited to do that. Now, I thought, okay, let's just wait for volume 2 and make a more complete video, and then tag on the sequel series, which is coming out next year in these similar omnibus releases from Dark Horse. So if you're interested in that, I hear you. I do have a video planned for Gunsmith Cats, sort of like a retrospective, like what's so good about this series, which I've done in the past with different titles. So I am excited to talk about Kenichi Sorada's Gunsmith Cats a little bit more at length in a future video, so stay tuned for that. One of the best looking books of the whole year. By the way, this recently won an American Manga Award for Best Designed on a collected edition. So it is Planet's Deluxe Edition Book 1 from Makoto Yukimura, published by Dark Horse. This is a deluxe format hardcover similar to the Berserk, Trigun, Hellsing books, and holy guacamole. I wasn't going to upgrade. I'm not a huge fan of doing that. I'm fine with my previous editions, unless, you know, it's something like super extraordinary, such as the case with Planets. I love this series. I am a fan of Vinland Saga, but on a more personal level, I prefer Planets over Vinland, and I even made a video which got well received. I was really happy with the reception on that one. If you want to check it out, I'll link it towards the end of this video, talking about the series and all that fun stuff. But here we have the deluxe edition. I had to upgrade. The presentation is just fantastic. Look at this thing. It's made to simulate the International Space Station, and looking out through the window, you see planet Earth, gilded pages that resemble like copper wiring in the space station. Then you open it up inside and it has the colored pages. Everything's oversized, it's cleaner, the art is blown up to the size it's meant to be read at, and I loved the original so much that I thought, yeah, you know what, I'll do it. It's only 2 hardcovers, so it's not a huge commitment on anybody's shelf, and I'm happy to upgrade on one of my favorite slice of life slash, I guess you could say, sci-fi manga of all time. I'm a huge fan of this. Do pick it up if you can. Highly recommend it. And before we go, I do want to highlight 2 wacky books that I got. They're not manga. The first one is Japanese yokai sticker book from Tuttle. I believe this is my second Tuttle book. This is just a sticker book. I am a huge fan of yokai. I think I've talked about it at length on the internet, and I thought the idea was pretty nice to have these wonderful creatures as stickers. The other book here is the Pokécology Encyclopedia from the Pokemon Company. It's a book that I don't think will get an English release, and I wanted to grab it mostly for the art because I can't unfortunately read Japanese, but it is sort of an in-universe guide as the scientists explain the ecology of the different Pokemon species and how they interact with each other and the world. I am a diehard Pokemon fan, and I just had to add it to the collection, so there you go. so that is going to be it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. It's a short haul video, but I still wanted to keep the tradition going of non-stop monthly haul videos for you guys. So do me a favor, let me know in the comment section below which book you would like to see more of, and I will happily work that into my schedule and make a video on it. Let me know what you got in the month of August. I'm always curious to see what other people got. Be sure to join my Discord. The link is in the description below. Thank you everybody. God bless. Stay safe out there. I will catch all of you on the next one.